What is going on, my peeps? Your man Versatile is back with another video, back here to talk about some good Marvel's Avengers news, and this is all centered around War for Wakanda. Yes, Crystal Dynamics Square Enix is finally dropping a well-needed expansion and a well-worthwhile hero, Black Panther, in August 2021. Yes, just a few weeks away. I'm, of course, guessing that we're not going to get it till towards the end of August. As we know, we were actually supposed to get Black Panther, if not last year. We were supposed to get him very, very close to launch when Marvel's Avengers first released in September of 2020. So now that we're finally getting him, we know a lot of the reasoning seemed to have been behind because of Chadwick Boseman's passing, who played Black Panther in the MCU. But I also feel like they weren't ready to drop it all the way, and having all this time now to not only fix the game and bring the game up to date, but also refine and make sure that this update is ready to drop. And hopefully this will be one of the first expansions or first updates that does not present additional problems. That would be nice, Crystal Dynamics. Nonetheless, we're excited to get to Black Panther War for Wakanda, and they dropped environmental details about Wakanda, what to expect, some of the things we're going to see. They say there's minor spoilers or a very small spoiler, so I guess I won't be spoiled as well. I don't know what exactly the spoiler is, so that remains to be seen. But before we get into it, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that way you never miss my videos. Then we can sit back, chillax, to see what's cracking. And comment down below also, do you play Marvel's Avengers? Have you been waiting to play the game because you've been waiting for something interesting like a Black Panther, or in the near future, Spider-Man? Or are you still just not worried about the game, but you're glad that there's people that like playing the game? Let me know down in the comment section below. It would be greatly appreciated. Now, let's get into the video. Get into it. So, as we see, developer blog, making the environment of Wakanda Part 1. I'm guessing this is going to be a series leading up to the official drop of the expansion. And as we see here, if you guys see this picture here, look at this. Look at this. Woo! That is beautiful. Wakanda looks great. This concept looks amazing. And it looks like that's the suit that we've seen him wear. So that's nothing new. But if we go down, we see some of the comic books that have inspired their idea, their visualization of Wakanda and Black Panther. So we got about 6 different issues here. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. And as we go down, we see one of the first things here is this gigantic monument here. This looks pretty clean. This is something that we're going to see somewhat in the game. So they say the jungle is key to Wakanda and our playable space. We aim to make it lush, beautiful, and atmospheric with organic shapes and a maze-like density, encouraging exploration. That's pretty nice. And as we see here, we got Captain America, we got Iron Man, we got Black Widow, we got Black Panther. And I'm trying to figure who this is on. Oh, it must be Hulk. So this is the jungle that we'll be able to tour. And I don't know if it's going to be open, like we could just wander, because, you know, we're supposed to get Wasteland Patrol, I believe, after War for Wakanda now. That was supposed to drop this month in July, but I believe now that's after War for Wakanda, and that's really supposed to kind of open up being able to wander around and do open missions without having to do one mission at a time. So think of kind of Anthem, when you could just jump in Anthem, play around, fly around, and then, you know, just do things at random things pop up. You can take part. So I'm guessing it's going to be something similar to that in terms of this exploration of Wakanda. They also say, which as we get further down in here, to beware of drop-offs because there's a lot of cliffs that they have built into this scenery. We want players to look for hidden entrances behind every waterfall and every nook and cranny of the jungle, and to enjoy the beautiful scenery as they traverse through it. So when you think of the Utah Badlands in Marvel's Avengers, you can pretty much kind of sort of explore the area, especially during story mode, where it was a lot easier to kind of do that. When you're playing a mission, if you don't want to go straight to each waypoint, you can essentially fly around or run around or jump around and just kind of explore how they built this canyon-like area, the Utah Badlands, for Marvel's Avengers. And it looks like we're getting something similar here with the Wakanda jungle. Ancient Wakandan monuments and structures are scattered throughout the jungle, many of them heritage sites that are, you know, safeguarded by contemporary Wakandan equipment. And that's what we're probably going to get into here soon. And as you guys see with this picture here, it looks absolutely stunning. Look at this. Oh my goodness gracious. Like the attention to detail, how it feels ancient yet futuristic at the same time. Warrior's Gate. I'm guessing that's right here in the front. Yep. Part of the trial needed for a returning warrior to go through to re-enter Wakanda. Ooh. So with the ancient architecture, we wanted to show not only the craftsmanship and ingenuity of the Wakandans, but also the forward thinking of their civilization. And as we see here, look at this beautiful picture. We got Hawkeye, we got Iron Man, we got Black Widow, we got Black Panther, we got Captain America. We got those monuments I was talking about that look very, very good, very gorgeous. I like the gold accents. If you guys see it, the far left here, if I zoom in on it, look at this tree that's like outlined in like vibranium like energy. Just, it's all throughout this place. And then you see kind of like the barrier right behind this big Black Panther, you know, statue here or monument. You see like that barrier behind it. And if you guys remember in Avengers Infinity War, remember that big old barrier shield that they casted that made it hard for those I guess you would call them Chitauri warriors, Chitauri dogs or whatever, trying to like kill themselves to get through. I'm guessing this barrier is something very similar to that, and it's probably inspired from that as well. All right, Wakanda is an unconquered nation, and one thing to notice when entering Wakanda is that there is nothing brought in from other regions in Marvel's Avengers. So that's great. There's nothing recycled. Everything is brand new. It's built from the ground up, basically, and that's what we like to see there. When you think of the Utah Badlands and then the Wastelands, Wastelands was a new area we got when Maestro was entered into Marvel's Avengers. The areas are relatively the same. Just the Wastelands are a little bit more, just feels a little bit more spacious, but it feels recycled from Utah Badlands. With Wakanda, this is brand new. Like there's nothing recycled, and that's something I think we as gamers, we as fans, we as anticipators of this game are looking forward to seeing, because we don't want to see anything that we haven't seen already. We want to see what Wakanda is, and Black Panther, the movie, really helped us visualize something completely different outside of the MCU, or within the MCU, I guess you could say. Nothing was recycled there either. So it's nice to see that here. Wakanda has its own suite of objects, so everything should feel fresh and new. In addition, there are both ancient Wakandan and contemporary object styles. So as we see here, look at this. Wakandan turrets. Woo, what? We'll meet both friendly and hostile versions of these turrets. So as you guys see, this is a turret right here, which is powered by like vibranium like energy, and it's basically hovering. It's probably some type of magnetism. These are different forms of turrets, and they fire out crazy vibranium spears. What? Yo, this is gonna be pretty good. Ooh, what is this? A Wakandan contemporary wall object for wall running. So, you know, there's a lot of characters in the game that can wall run, such as, I don't say a lot, but you got Hawkeye, you got Captain America, and you have Black Panther, I would imagine. So if they're throwing that in there, I'm sure Black Panther can also wall run, as he's also a Panther, so that makes sense. Hulk can grab onto sides of walls and then pounce off of those to help him traverse higher or to just cover more ground. So it is interesting to see that we're going to have their own specific style of wall running objects such as this, and this looks great. Yeah, as it says, guess which new character uses it, of course. And then don't show this to me again. All right, now we got the Wakanda Contemporary Resource Crate. This looks very clean as well. Now, when I think of a resource crate, we don't really have, unless this is going to be something new, or we're just going to see throughout the game in Wakanda. The only thing you get resources from in the game right now are strong boxes. So I don't know if this is going to be a resemblance of that, just in its Wakandan form, but that's going to be something interesting to see there. And then here's a Wakandan ancient strong box. So this is what it's going to look like when it opens up, I would imagine, with a bunch of nice antiquities or jewelry, souvenirs for Wakanda with the Black Panther crest right there on the opening chest. I like that look. It's got spiderwebs on it. Don't make it look too ancient now, because this city is thriving. Come on now, Crystal Dynamics. So as we see here, this is what it's pretty much going to look like when you open it, which means when you close, it's going to have a relatively nice look, I would imagine, as well. Or the strong boxes are still going to look like the ones in the Marvel's Avengers game. You're just going to see these around called ancient strong boxes. So that makes sense. As we see here, ancient Wakandan technology is still in working order and as potent as when it was constructed. Complex puzzle mechanisms, transportation devices, and even mechanical defenses that players can interact with throughout Wakanda. So I'm imagining that whether it's open gameplay or during missions throughout the Wakandan biosphere, if you will, we're going to be able to interact with places that look amazing like this. This looks so clean, guys. This looks beautiful, beautiful. All right, now you got the ancient monorail. Oh, that's what that was, the ancient monorail traveling in style. So there are monorails that you can travel on within the Marvel's Avengers game. When you think of Agony in the Anthill, when you think of, there's another place I'm thinking of, but there's a couple places within the Utah Badlands where there's a monorail that you can travel through to reach different parts of the stage. And it looks like a train, kind of looks like a train station, kind of, sort of, when you first walk in there. So this is the Wakandan version of that. And I like that it has a complete different aesthetic and style. There's like very comfortable looking seating areas, as you guys see here, just looking all lush and beautiful. Woo! And then it started raining outside. And then we got the turret right here. We got the ancient turret, still as deadly as when it was built. So these are going to be used to some degree, and they're going to be shooting spears at you. So be careful, my fellow Marvel's Avengers Knights. Be careful of these. There's more verticality. Oh my goodness. There's more verticality in the Wakandan landscape than anything we built before for Marvel's Avengers, and players will have to watch their step as they are deadly drop-offs, as I mentioned before, and bottomless pits scattered throughout the jungle. Woo! My goodness. And they said they wanted to reward exploration with strong boxes and treasures hidden underneath and over the play path. So I would imagine if there's a big story we can use to you know, kind of like Miss Marvel's story, Kamala Khan's, throughout the beginning of the game, you can wander around kind of sort of and find things and find comic books, you know, within the game that gives you more perks and status boosts and stuff like that. I'm hoping that this is something that they're adding with that as well, where you can explore to that same degree and find these unique areas of Wakanda. And then you got this beautiful picture right here. Woo! Oh my goodness! Just the details in the walls and in the structures of the rock and the stone. And then of course they got Black Panther sitting right there looking at his statue. Woo! Goodness gracious. There are caves scattered around the jungle, many of them with ancient Wakandan paintings, as I just mentioned. The Wakanda missions are full of comic references, but in addition, the visitors will also show off iconic landmarks in the distance. Fans of the comic should be excited to see familiar locations as they move through Wakanda. Goodness gracious. Ooh. This looks good. Are you guys excited for this game? I definitely am. I don't even know why I said game, but it really seems like it's going to be adding quite a bit to the Marvel Avengers game. I'm looking forward to continue playing it. As you guys know, I was streaming it in the past. I did the story gameplay on this channel, and I might bring it back. I might even bring my gameplay back for this. And as I'm uber specific with doing a lot of this exploration, you will see that in my playthrough. So we'll see if I want to bring that back. Of course, my face won't be in it. I'm just going to straight stream it and play. And if you guys want to tag along, go ahead. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about War for Wakanda. And if you are interested in me streaming the game, let me know a good time frame and your time zone. I'm in Eastern time. So if you want to translate your time in Eastern for me, go ahead and do that. But we'll see. We'll see. But again, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that way you never miss my videos. Then we can sit back, chillax, see what's cracking. But your man Versatile signing out. Until the next video, wait for